How you doing? 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 Well, I hope you saw my Twitter not too long ago. I just put down some things on London house fire. That shit was too obvious and too freaking ridiculous. Okay, right now we talking about a major Christian. We talking about a major Christian domination almost passed up an opportunity to condemn white supremacy. Why? Because they promote white supremacy. I mean, you think about it, man. Every nation in the world got their own God, got their own own religion, and the image and the likeness of themselves throughout the country. Then you got African Americans. Worshiping a Caucasian, proven to be wrong complexion, Caucasian God. And our Caucasian religion has basically has done nothing to them for almost 400 years. Okay, and as simple as that. You take the scale of what America is today and you restructure that and put it in the scale of what we were on the plantation, nothing's changed. America just got richer. Okay, and as simple as that. Well, this Southern Baptist Convention passed a revised version of something, a bill to prevent white supremacy. White supremacy is everywhere you look. The church has never done anything to prevent white supremacy. In fact, they have invited white supremacy. They have hugged white supremacy. They have loved white supremacy. Okay? Which will dictate only something, an entity can love another entity that is familiar with that same entity. Okay? The church is white supremacy. Okay? And as simple as that. I mean, I personally don't care about the color, but if you want to get down to the ballistics, Jesus Christ don't have long blonde hair, long blonde beard, or anything like that. He don't have a white skin, and the Bible says his feet was a color of brass. So if you look at my skin right here, it's the color of brass. Chances are, if his feet was the color of brass, his whole body was the color of brass. So if the image of Jesus Christ in the Bible is, Jesus Christ on your wall, it's not true. That means you actually worshiping, that's right, white supremacy. That'll explain why in this article that this church had to veto after veto after veto after veto, had to challenge it every chance they had. Some people in there, and most of them wanted to pass, to challenge white supremacy. Now, I don't know about you, but when I see white supremacy, all I see is destruction, mayhem, and no guidance. Okay, and as simple as that. I mean, damn. But maybe they do have guidance in the mad formal ways, you know what I'm saying? But for the Baptist Church to almost approve of white supremacy, let's call it what it is. It's actually freaking in-house terrorism, homeland terrorism, goddamn, which I got calling it racism and call it terrorism. These people, all due respect, no. terrorism. No different than Al Qaeda and ISIS on another people for 400 years. But yet, we are over there fighting a damn freaking war that these Muslims didn't start, but we are killing them like nobody's business. I'm not saying I approve of their belief system, which is pagan in source, but I don't believe after years of being out of the military and finding out that the World Trade Center bombing was a setup by our own United States government. But the Baptist Church is the last place that should be even considering accepting white supremacy. White supremacy has your daughters, your children, raped, hung on the goddamn cross, burning, which is a Christian symbol. But somebody told me the burning part was some kind of Hollywood invention. So hung on a cross, killed on Baptist land, murdered hundreds of people, terrorized, burned the churches and stuff like that. And that's what happened during slavery. They lock you in your Baptist church and burn you. Or they shoot you in the front lawn. These are the people that gave you your damn religion. Does that make any goddamn fucking sense to you? No, it don't make no damn sense to me. Because the people who gave us this religion has to be a product of the prophets and preachers that taught that religion. Okay, and as simple as that. I mean, it's like a hair trigger, man. So then, with some white people, there's like a hair freaking trigger. Okay, they get upset too much, wanting to cause violence too fast as a goddamn race, and trying to make us as black people just like them through movies, Hollywood, and so forth and so on. Like we one people. Now I have no problem against white people at all, but I do have a problem against racism, and we are not one people. No matter how much black people want to get so damn close, we are not one people. We are two damn different people. Okay. And as simple as that, and they want to get close. They want to break all the rules. They want equality, while white people want world dominance by the military taking over every goddamn thing in the world. But I'm getting off the subject. I think it's a shame that the church is going through this. Because in my opinion, I think the church should have fell maybe 15 years ago or something. I'm sorry. When people start finding out Jesus Christ is black, not white. Okay? If Jesus Christ is black, not white, that means God is black, not white. And if you have all these preachers inside these churches for 20 damn freaking years, reading the Bible, how come they did not see or want to see the descriptions that was given by the Bible? He had woolly hair. Well, yet you have a Jesus with blonde hair and blue eyes. This is not racism. Get the shit right. Okay? Stop playing fucking around. Okay? The Bible says this, that, and the freaking third. His eyes a flame of fire. Whose eyes get flame of fire when they mostly drunk? Black people. Okay? And it's as simple as that. There's no mystical thing about it. Everybody gets it. The eyes a flame of fire. In Hollywood, they make it look like it's beams coming out of his eyes or something. No, you get it every day, every time you get drunk. And shit like that, as a black person. And they say he hung on the cross. That's why they got crosses all over the place. The cross is a Roman weapon that was used to kill the Jews mostly. But Jesus Christ, he was hung. It's also mentioned that he was hung. He was in the Bible. It was also mentioned that he was hung by a tree. Now, who in the world gets hanged by a freaking tree other than black people in this country? Nobody. Okay? He was hung by a tree. So it's like a tradition with the Romans throughout the ages to hang us by a tree, because you hang by a tree or something like that, you get trapped in limbo. You're not even here nor there, and it's a curse that's been foresaid in the Bible. Okay? And they've been doing it to us ever since. All of our generations. Lynching the seed of Joshua or Jesus Christ. Okay? While you praying to a white guy and you saying there's no problem, you supporting white supremacy, is ready to come in your church, lock you in the motherfucker and burn it down, or shoot you on your front lawn or some shit like that. You inviting the shit back? That's what you ready to do? Cause that shit is violent. But that's crazy. I just saw that on the news. It's off the hook. It's off the hook. It's really off the freaking hook that some people will even think in the Baptist church to accepting white supremacy and the LGBT community, fucking goddamn homosexuals. Really? According to the Bible, homosexuals are abomination. Why is the church accepting homosexuals? They got homosexual preachers, they got homosexual goddamn audiences, they got homosexual everything. I really think the Baptist church has overloaded on its own bullshit. Okay? And it's simple as that. Overloaded. There's certain rules, there's certain people that's not supposed to be in that church. I don't care who they are. Okay? And it's simple as that. Alright? So that's crazy. White supremacy back in the church. You got the white man. You have the white man there with God at the same time, you say. Let's see who you listen to. This is Worldwide Prime. Signing off.